Comic-Con, everybody.
Happy Comic-Con.
You had your panel. How did it feel to just be in that room, feel that energy, and share what you're working on with the world?
Yeah, there's nothing else like it. You know, all the fans that came out who have been fans for 20 plus years, you know, are still so passionate about a story that we get to be a part of. So I feel really honored to be a part of it all, and to have a dream cast and crew is even more of a dream. And, you know, to expand on that, there's like thousands of people in a room, and I'm like, oh my God, hi. You can't even make like the faces out in the back of the room. That's how big it was. So it was pretty cool.
I was honestly saying it's kind of crazy. It's like, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but the mask kind of helped me a little bit because you're not seeing everybody. You're just seeing eyes, you know? Yeah. So you're just seeing eyes. So all you're just seeing is people just like, yeah, sure, right. It's like, yeah, it's hilarious because like that's all you're seeing. You're like, oh, they're loving it. This is good. No, it was absolutely insane. I mean, I've always wanted to come to Comic-Con just as a fan, and to be there with the panel and to be there with the show of something I grew up on that I absolutely love, and just it's still nuts that I'm a part of this and a part of it with people I love and adore so much. It's a dream come true, you know? I mean,
truly.
Which way we go?
We got a hot mic here, people.
I was just like blown away. It was a packed house. People, and like it just shows the passion that people have 20 years later from the movies. And they're still excited, and they want to see what's next. And we're excited to show the world. Like we're really proud of this project.
Yeah.
And also just sort of what Jake said is it's, you know, I grew up watching these movies. So being here at all of our first Comic-Con to be representing the show that I grew up on these movies and have dreamed of being a treasure hunter my whole life. So this is like, this is a dream come true, seriously.
And you know what? When you work so hard for months and you're showing up to set and you're putting in those long hours and those tears, it's just something really extra special about being in a room and people haven't even seen the project yet, you know? So the love and support that we got yesterday was just truly, truly incredible. Yeah.
You know, from a writer's perspective, Cormac and I were looking at all the masks and imagining scowls. Like we couldn't. We were the opposite. We're like, they hate us. But no, people were super sweet, and they did applaud a couple times. So that was like, okay.
Yeah, it really just felt like we were walking into a room where everyone wanted us to succeed. And I think there's been a little bit of pressure for us because we know that this is a very beloved franchise. And so there's a pressure, and you don't want to let people down. But I think a lot of us were saying we had nerves kind of before we went out, and then we got out there and we felt that energy, and it was like having the greatest dugout just cheering you on.
Yes.
Like that's what we felt with the room. And then when we all left, we were like, well, that was awesome. Yeah, it was really, really magical.
I've never heard anyone describe it that way. I love that, the dugout, yeah. Now, for the Wimberleys, I mean, you might have been in like a vacuum when you're working on this. So to be on that stage, I mean, have you felt how much people love National Treasure at this point? It has been 15 years, and the fandom has only grown.
We're shocked.
We are. We're shocked. When we started the TV show, people kept saying, well, we're a fan of the movies, and Marianne and I go, are they? Are they just saying it? And and so we're really shocked, and we come out here and we get genuine love, and we've talked to John Turteltaub about it, and the director of the movies, and what he's done, and how it has a following, and it's real. So we're blessed.
We are blessed, yeah.
And it has been years and years. So how did you, why was now the right time, and how did you find this story?
Well, now was the right time because Disney Plus happened, and it gave us
Disney
a platform.
Plus?
Yeah, it gave us a platform. It did. While they're working on getting another movie going, we said, look, this is the perfect time to expand the franchise. Don't spin off. Don't do anything. Just expand where we are and pick up 17 years later from the last movie, and that's what we did. And Cormac came up with an idea of how to do it from a completely new. Yeah, you did. He doesn't like to take credit, but from a completely new Jess Valenzuela character, not related to the Gates family at all. New young cast, female-centric story. Female lead, female Catherine Zeta-Jones antagonist.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, even the historical figures in history are we wanted to highlight some unsung heroes from female characters in our past. So that was the impetus of like the inspiration of our season.
Yeah. Can everyone run down who they're playing and kind of what their deal is?
Yes. So my character is Jess Valenzuela. I guess what the story revolves around. She's this young woman who lives in Baton Rouge. She's 22 and a dreamer. So for most of her life, she's stayed under the radar, stayed out of trouble. But she pretty much was just, you know, she's always had this intelligence about her, in a way of navigating life as well, just with pure heart. And so, you know, she's at a standstill after her mother gets cancer and she passes away, and she's working all these odd jobs until one day she like hears this legend of a Pan American treasure, and she realizes maybe her family's a part of it, and because, you know, she's always had that missing link to her, she decides to chase after it with the help of her friends. Yeah.
Yeah, my character is Liam Sadusky. He is the grandson of Peter Sadusky, which was the head FBI agent on the case of the first two movies. And Liam is a prime example of the parallel to treasure hunting. He is a byproduct of the damage that a life like that can lead. And so when you find Liam, he really wants nothing to do with treasure hunting. He's a pretty emotionally damaged human being. He's very much a lone wolf, not lacking in sarcasm, and his emotional expression and passion is music. And when Jess Valenzuela comes into his life, she makes him think twice about his original thoughts on treasure hunting, and they get into some crazy stuff.
Some hijinks.
Some hijinks. Yeah.
I play Tasha Rivers, who is Jess's best friend and roommate. And Tasha runs a really big social media platform where she schools her audience on internet privacy and how to keep the government out of your business because they're always listening. So she brings her tech brain to the hunt. She's really good at hacking and cracking codes, and any good treasure hunt needs that person to break down those walls, right? Exactly. So that's who Tasha is. Yeah, and that's what she contributes to the hunt.
Boom. I play Oren Bradley, who is one of the four best friends, Ethan, Oren, Tasha, and Jess. They've been best friends since 3rd grade. Just had to throw that in there because we're really close. But yeah, Oren is he's a wild card. He's very interesting. He's got levels, you know. He's a sneakerhead. He runs a sneaker resale platform, and he also has a vast and frightening knowledge of conspiracy theories. So, you know, there's this fun duality that this character has that's very fun to play as an actor, where, like, you know, 1 second he says something completely random, and you're like, Oren, what is going through your head, right? Just like chill out, right? And then on the other hand, he'll come up with the answer to a clue that we've been trying to figure out for a while, and help the treasure hunt along. And he's a big cheerleader. He's like a puppy dog, and I love him. He's great. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
There's a few fun ones in the show. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
No.
I pride myself in not being a conspiracy theorist in real life. So
That's probably good.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Except Mattress Firm being a money laundering flood. There's too many mattress firms. There's no way that people are buying this many mattresses.
There you go.
Yeah, birds aren't real. Birds are not real.
Birds aren't real. I got you.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
I just had to think about that. I got lost again.
It's okay. I'll just wake up at
And
4 o'clock in
that's
the
what
morning and be like, he didn't
conspiracies-
fist bump me back.
It's like, and that's what conspiracies do to people.
I play Ethan in the show. He's Jess's childhood best friend, and they just grew up together. They have a really deep bond and connection, and he's sort of a rule follower, by the book kind of guy, and I think he's, you know, willing to break some rules for Jess and to make sure everybody's well rested and fed, and, you know, just make sure everybody doesn't die on this treasure hunt. He's kind of the Boy Scout
Everyone
and
take a
voice
nap.
of reason. Yeah, take a nap. You need a nap.
Get some snacks.
He makes mean sandwiches.
Oh, good.
He looks up for Oren.
Yes.
Love that.
I play Agent Ross, and she's a rookie FBI agent. She's super determined. She's got moxie, you know. She's plucky. And initially, she kind of starts out as an obstacle to all the treasure hunters because my first week on the job in Baton Rouge, Jess and Tasha waltz in with this story about kidnapping and a possible treasure hunt. And I just think I'm being hazed by senior agents who are all like watching from a monitor behind me and like snickering at the new girl. But then eventually I kind of start putting all these pieces together and realizing that there might be more to this than it seems. And so an obstacle ends up kind of becoming an ally. And it's good to have friends in high places.
Yeah, I feel like initially the FBI is like, well, you can't be stealing like the Declaration of Independence and stuff. We have to put
Right.
a stop to this.
But then I'm like, but you're doing it all in kind of a cool way. And y'all seem like nice people, so.
And lastly, for the Wimberleys, what are you just hoping fans of National Treasure take away from the series?
Well, we hope they are entertained. It's the same clue cracking, puzzle solving, historical nuggets that we want people to, and hijinks and justified thievery, as we've said before, and then plus that we also have a lot of romance. So we really got a chance with the 10 episodes to really layer in stuff going on.
Yeah, we got hot people. They,
Yeah.
they got to kiss at some point.
Make them kiss more.
Kiss.
Do it. Do it again.
Anytime there's two characters on screen, I'm just kiss.
Just kiss already.
I'm telling you, I've been waiting for SpongeBob and Patrick. You know?
Seriously.
The tension is there.
Yeah, the tension.
Tension.
Palpable. Well, thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your con and congratulations.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.